Okay, great. So good morning, Eileen.
Good morning, Kate.
It's great to be meeting with you. I'll just start off with the first question then. We'll kick right into it. So how did you originally hear about volunteering with Heritage Lincolnshire?
Well, just a very quick history that we moved here just over 4 years ago. And in the November and December on Facebook, I saw a post from Heritage Lincolnshire about the new project they got at the King's Head.
Mm-hmm.
And amazingly, I applied to go on it and me and my husband were accepted.
Uh-huh.
And after, we met Liz Bates there, who was then head, and Bev Gormley, who were doing the talk on it. And afterwards, in the church, when we were having mince pies, they were so friendly that we signed up immediately as just, joined Heritage Lincolnshire.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the following February is when the Layers started. Mm-hmm. Because we joined Heritage Lincolnshire, we got the news through email about the Layers project. Mm-hmm. And we both volunteered straight away. So that's how we found out.
So like as a way to kind of get to know your local area a bit more as well.
Yeah, because I did an archaeology degree at Sheffield as a mature student, not as a... and did a lot of archaeology within Derbyshire because I did it at Sheffield and we lived in Chesterfield. And so I've always been interested in history and heritage and anything to do with history, heritage, archaeology. And I just wanted to find out more about Lincolnshire.
Mm-hmm. Fab. Well, so I guess you've kind of mentioned it, but was there anything in particular that really attracted you to volunteering with us?
Again, I think it goes back to that first The King's Head.
Yeah.
Liz and Bev were so friendly. And then we went to induction at Louth for the Layers. And it was so friendly. And you felt welcome and part of the group right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's what did it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, being able to meet all these people. And when I was talking to Kathy, another volunteer yesterday, and she was saying how great it was to speak to people who were like experts in their field, but also with the volunteers at the same time, and kind of get to have an equal understanding of things just through explaining and doing things volunteering.
Yeah, we did. And right from the day one, made good friends that we're still friends with. Well, before lockdown, we went out socialising as groups at night, and it's made a big difference.
Yeah. So I know you've mentioned a couple now already, but what kind of things have you been involved with volunteering with us?
Long list, or do you do?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, it all started when we did the Reesby, the first Layers project. And there we did, I'm looking at my notes. We did a walkover survey, other surveying techniques, like the playing table. We did geophysics.
Wow.
Rain. We did socialising in the pub at Reesby, which was very good. And then after that, with Jim Snee, who was brilliant, we did field walking, finds processing. He took us geophysing at other sites. And that is just the practical side. And then there were all the talks that they organised.
Yeah.
We did from geology through history, food history, calligraphy, Roman Lincolnshire, just a few of them. And the trips. Was it Heritage Forum, Links Heritage Forum, an unforgettable coach trip. And the canal. So that was brilliant. And then we went to Warren Percy again.
Oh yeah.
Coach full of similar-minded people, which was brilliant. Everything all organised by Heritage Lincolnshire. It's been a wonderful journey.
I mean, it's been obviously unfortunate the last year because we haven't been able to do field trips and things like in person. But have you been able to like watch any of the online talks or anything like that?
Yeah, I did. I started, but I've been ill.
Okay.
I don't want to bring. I've been in and out of hospital with what I've got.
Okay.
And I couldn't time my time. I did do the first ones. I think it was it the Templar books and what have you. I did, and I was really enjoying them. But as I say, I couldn't guarantee I could be there on the
of course,
on the date, so it's all fell by the wayside, which I'm very sad about because I've really enjoyed the talks. So
yeah. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be good, like in the future when we'll be able to kind of have a mix of both in-person things and also online talks, because it's been great to see some people who otherwise wouldn't have been able to go out and do things join the talks. So I think it's useful, but obviously hopefully you'll be able to see some more in the future. And so this is my favorite bit. What are your most memorable moments of volunteering with Heritage Lincolnshire? Hoping it's a big list.
Well, there's so many memories. I mean, I know the first one, and this sounds stupid, was when we went field walking near the mast of Belton Mast. When we were in the wrong field, and the father comes screaming, poor Jim Snee, I don't know. Everybody remembers that day when we got thrown out of the wrong field. But it was fine in the end.
Yeah, it does make a memorable field trip. That's good.
Oh yeah, it really did. But then the diversity of what I've done as well. My husband and myself, we went and helped lime wash the cottage at Little Steeping. What do they call it in Derbyshire? Doben Wattle. Here I've forgotten, Cobburn something. You know, the really old cottage. I don't know if you've seen it, Mill Cottage. It's brilliant. It's thatched, really old cottage, and we lime washed it.
Wow.
2 days we stayed over there, and it was brilliant. That is really memorable. And I think it's got to be finding out so much about what is here in Lincolnshire and how to find it in some places.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got such a varied history here, like all Roman and archaeological finds and things that they can find at the sites, but also contemporary history. And even I've been looking at a lot of the Heritage Open Day events that are going to be put on, and so much of it is obviously we've got like the Bomber Command and things like that, but it really, we do have a massive variety of history.
Well, we have, I mean, here where we live, Bimbrook, it was the last operational Bomber Command station that closed in the 70s. The last Lightnings flew out of here. In fact, one of the gardens up the village, one of the vets has got one of the original Lightnings.
Wow, really?
So, you know, we've got that. And I help every year to go to the other extreme on a Romana British villa site, which is in this village, and the old airfield, which is now called Brookenby. And it's in a field. Nobody knew it was there.
It's
huge
amazing.
Roman village. Villa.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So that's just our village.
I know. We're quite spoiled, I think. So what do you most enjoy about specifically volunteering with us? You've obviously mentioned a few things, but
yeah, well, I think it's been meeting the people.
Yeah.
Who we wouldn't have met if we'd have just stayed within the nucleus of our village. Going from one end of Lincolnshire to the other on the trips and doing the practical side of it. The only unfortunate I think is that we live more to the north of Lincolnshire, and a lot of the practical has been in the south, which I'm not blaming because they're based in Heckington. I have to say Heckington. Yeah, it's the village near us when we lived in Derbyshire was Eckington. But it is meeting the people and finding out about all the heritage that is here that we would never have known about. And it's led me on to join. I've joined the Lincolnshire Archaeology Group, LAG.
Fab.
The North East Archaeology and History Society, which are based in all of the ones that run the dig in our village in conjunction with the University of Kent. So I met up through all different people.
Oh, amazing.
Again, before lockdown, I was helping with the portable antiquities, recording the finds from the metal detectorists.
Oh, wow.
Helping Lisa do that. So it's led on to all other things.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, being
initial-
able to meet people. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, that's fab. So is there something like a parting message that you would say to anyone who's considering volunteering with us? Something to persuade them or to tell them what you can do?
Well, I think I've said it more or less.
Yeah.
You know, join up, learn more about the heritage of your wonderful county.
Mm-hmm.
If you've only got a slight interest or want to find out a lot more deeply about it, there's so much out there, and a lot of people wanting to impart their knowledge to you about it.
Yeah, we definitely do. I was saying to someone yesterday that it's amazing seeing a lot more younger people, particularly like 10-year-olds and people who are still in school and things, who are being able to get engaged with their own heritage in Lincolnshire, and kind of like the context of England and the UK and things, which I think is like increasingly important these days. And being able to, not even if they're volunteering themselves, but if their parents are, if their grandparents are, and just kind of sharing knowledge through volunteer knowledge, not even just people who work in Heritage Lincolnshire. So yeah, I think it's great. Of course. Okay, thank you so much for chatting to me, Eileen.
That's all right, Kate. I think
Fab. Cool.